where it could deliver 2 or 3 major snowstorms. An above average precipitation as rain, snow, or icy mix that's forecast from the plains to the southwest could be welcomed after a summer of extreme drought.
Overall, it could be very much a needed benefit relief for the drought conditions that are occurring in those areas.
Looking back on hallmarks of recent El Nino winters, the 2018-19 season saw the wettest winter on record for the U.S. mainland, according to NOAA, and a very strong El Nino during the 2015-16 winter contributed to the warmest winter on record for the U.S. mainland. In Washington, I'm Karen Kafa.
And we have Robert here with us, and you had a couple things to say earlier.
Real
about
quick
that.
Though, if you caught a minute ago, Allison saying snurch.
Snurch.
It reminded me there actually is a real winter weather term called snurt. And snurt is that real dirty, nasty looking snow after like a parking lot's been plowed.
That looks like snot.
Yeah, but it's
called snurt.
Snurt. Yeah, it's a combination of snow and dirt. That is a real thing. But going back to El Nino, yeah, it's going to be an El Nino winter, but historically in our area when we have El Nino winters, those correlate with some of our warmest and least snowiest winters on record. Not saying that's going to be the case this year, because every El Nino is different. Personally, my gut tells me that it might be a cold and snowy winter, but we'll have to wait and see just how every El Nino is different. Trust me on that if you go back through the record books. But we got a while before we start to worry about snow. We've got to worry about the rest of fall first and rainfall this week. We're going to start tomorrow out with a very nice day. Nothing to worry about. Nice mix of clouds and sunshine and then increasing clouds. But the weather will become unsettled by the time we get to the middle portion of the work week. And at times it could be quite wet and quite windy as well. We could see a couple days with a wind-driven cold rain. Really makes it feel like fall outside. And that rain could be heavy enough at least late Wednesday through Thursday morning, where the Weather Prediction Center is saying, yeah, we could have rainfall that's heavy enough to result in maybe some flash flooding, which is why we have a marginal risk here that's the lowest for excessive rainfall, because we're looking at the possibility of over an inch of rain between about Tuesday and Friday morning. So keep that in mind. Lesser amounts the further east you go. It's quiet in Fayetteville right now, and it was another warm day in Fayetteville. We got up to 81 degrees, well above the average, which is 69 for this time of the year. Meanwhile, in Fort Smith, things are also nice and quiet, where we got up to 81 as well, well above where we should be for this time of the year of 74 degrees. Temperatures right now across northwest Arkansas, upper 50s, lower to mid 60s. As we guide you into the River Valley, mostly right around 70 degrees at this hour. Here is Tropical Storm Norma, which continues to fall apart, but all of the associated clouds with it are being pulled in our direction and have been pulled in our direction over the last couple of days. This trend is expected to continue as the moisture left over with Norma could make its way into our area by the time we get to the middle part of the week. As you can see here, as we go through the rest of the night, nothing to worry about. We may get some brief clearing in northwest Arkansas, but clouds will quickly be back on the increase by tomorrow afternoon, high-level clouds at least. Ahead of our next weather maker, we could see a couple of warm advection showers move in here late Monday night and into early Tuesday morning, but we're not concerned about severe weather or anything like that. These are just your garden variety type of showers, maybe a brief downpour or two. So expect, right now it's thinking like it could be a pretty wet morning commute on Tuesday. Lows tonight in the 50s and lower 60s, back up into the lower 80s for our highs tomorrow. And here's all those periodic rain chances. No one day I think will be a complete washout with the exception of Thursday. And even that I think is the first half of the day. Most of Wednesday I think will be on the dry side. Things really start to cool down as we get toward next weekend. They start to dry off. As I show you the River Valley, I will also tell you that long range, what we're seeing in the computer models, Allison, is once we get right around Halloween and toward early November, it could get sharply colder. We're talking about highs in the 40s. So we could get really fall-like as we get toward the end of the month. So stay tuned for more on that.